Hey, I'm Andy. We're back with another unboxing and unpacking. This time we're going to continue the Lost Caverns of Ixalan, the collector's boosters. So we started off really well, or at least I think. We had some interesting cards. I know one of them was the Cavern of Souls, so I know that one in particular was pretty good. And then there was the one that did 1,000 damage, which I really like personally. So we're gonna just open up 3 more packs, and yeah. Hopefully we get some more cool stuff. I still don't know what do you call them? It's the low chance one. The Neon Ink or Jurassic World emblem card. So I don't know if we're going to get them. Probably not, since it's less than 1%. But yeah, let's just get right into it. And hopefully we can open these. Alright, so as you can see, we got a merfolk token. So let's start. Our first card is the Nurturing Bristleback. Okay, 5 green. When this enters the battlefield, create a 3/3 green dinosaur creature token and it's forest cycling 2. Alright, I'll put it in a common power right there. We got a Sunshot Militia, 1 red. Tap 2 untapped artifacts and or creatures you control. This deals 1 damage to each opponent. Activate only as a sorcery. Okay, next up is the Oaken Siren, 1 blue. Flying Vigilance, tap, add blue, spend mana, or spend this mana only to cast an artifact or activate an ability of an artifact source. Okay. Next up we have a Hidden Courtyard. So it comes into battlefield tap to add that, and then 4 white tap, sack, discover 4, activate only as a sorcery. Alright, I think we're in the uncommons on Curator of Sun's Creation, 3 red. Whenever you discover again for the same value. This ability triggers only once each turn. I thought it said riggers, but anyways, it's a 3/3. So that's uncommon. Alright, next up we've got Nakanzil, Current Conductor, green blue. Whenever a creature you control explores a land card, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. Whenever a creature you control explores a non-land card, put a +1/+1 counter on this. Okay. Next up, we got a Spyglass Siren for blue. So it's flying. Whenever this enters the battlefield, create a map token. Alright. Ooh, we got a fancy plains. That looks really cool. That looks. I mentioned this before, but these lands look really cool. Put that there. Next up, we got Caparocti Sunhorn, 2 red white. Whenever this attacks, you may tap 2 untapped artifacts and or creatures you control. If you do, discover 3. Alright, time for the rares. So we got Abuelo Ancestral Echo for 1 white blue, flying ward 2, and then 1 white blue, exile another target creature or artifact you control, and then return it to the battlefield under its owner control at the beginning of the next end step. So like, what was it, Blink? Something like that. Anyways, we got a Sanguine Evangelist, 2 white, Battlecry. When this enters the battlefield or dies, create a 1/1 black bat creature token with flying. Alright. Next up, we got a Redemption Choir, 2 white, Lifelink, and then Coven. When this enters the battlefield or attacks, if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, return target permanent card with mana value 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. Interesting requirement, but sure. So next up we got Malcolm Alluring Scoundrel, 1 blue, flash flying. Whenever this deals combat damage to a player, put a chorus counter on it. Draw a card, then discard a card. If there are 4 more chorus counters on Malcolm, you may cast a discarded card without paying its mana cost. Okay, pretty neat. And then we have a non-foil but full art land from the Jurassic Park set. Okay, I guess we'll put that with the lands. Alright, we got Hit the Motherlode, 4 red. Discover 10. If the discovered card's mana value is less than 10, create a number of tapped treasure tokens to equal the difference. Okay. And then last is the treasure token. That looks like a fancy treasure. Okay. And then you saw the merfolk token before. I guess we can put the... let's put the lands together. Alright, next pack. Let's see what we get. Oh, we got a, what was it, soldier? No, a gnome soldier token. Okay, with the star. Alright, but the first card is a Malamet Brawler for 1 green. When this attacks, target attacking creature gains trample until end of turn. Alright. We got Cartographer's Companion for 3. When it enters the battlefield, create a map token. Okay. We got a Tectonic Hazard for red. This deals 1 damage to each opponent and each creature they control. For 1. Seems annoying. Then we got a Hidden Cataract, which is the same thing as the Plains one we got earlier, but obviously this one's for Island. And then it's Discovered 4. So we got a Malamet Battle Glyph for a green. Choose target creature you control and target creature you don't control. If the creature you control entered the battlefield this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Then those creatures fight each other. Okay. Think this is uncommon territory now. Yeah, it is. It's still kind of hard to tell for me. So we got a Confounding Riddle. 2 blue. Choose 1. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. Put 1 of them into your hand and the rest in your graveyard, or counter spell unless its controller pays 4. Okay. We got Might of the Ancestors. 2 white. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gets +2/+0, gains vigilance until end of turn. Okay. Oh, these lands look so cool. We get the swamp. Although I thought this was an island, just without looking, just because it's like bluish. But maybe that's because of the foil. So, all right, what do we got here? We got Ukbenbak, the Great Mistake, for 3 blue-black. Vigilance Menace and Descent 8, and then 4 blue-black. Return this from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. Activate only if there are 8 or more permanent cards in your graveyard and only as a sorcery. Okay, interesting. So we'll put that there. Next up we got Growing Rights of Ixalan, 2 green. When this enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom in any order. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 4 or more creatures, transform this. And this transforms into Ixalan, Cradle of the Sun, Legendary Lamb. Tap to add green for each creature you control. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, next up is the Unstable Glyph Bridge for 3 white. When this enters the battlefield, if you cast it, for each player, choose a creature with power 2 or less that player controls. Then destroy all creatures except creatures chosen this way. And then craft with artifact for 3 white. Apparently it flips over as well into the Sand Swirl Wanderglyph. Flying, whenever an opponent casts a spell during their turn, they can't attack you or planeswalkers you control this turn. Seems annoying. So each opponent who attacked you or a planeswalker you control this turn can't cast spells. This seems pretty cool. Interesting flip. So, alright. Next up is a mythic. We got Don Andres? I don't know how to pronounce it. The Renegade. 1 blue-black red. Each creature you control, but don't own, gets +2/+2, has Menace and Death Touch, and is a pirate in addition to its other types. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell you don't own, create 2 tapped treasure tokens. I wonder how often it is to get stuff you don't own in this set. Must be more often than previous ones, right? Maybe? I don't know. Oh, yeah, mythic. So yeah, we got Bringer of the Last Gift. So 6 black. Flying, when this enters the battlefield, if you cast it, each player sacrifices all other creatures they control. Then each player returns all creature cards from their graveyard that weren't put there this way to the battlefield. Interesting. The artwork is really neat for this one too. Then we got another land card from the Jurassic Park set. Okay. Next up, we got a Jadelight Spelunker for X screen. It enters the battlefield, it explores X times. Okay. And then the map token, which is on the other side of the gnome soldier. Okay, I don't know Like some of these, I keep saying this in every set. Like some of these cards look really good and seem really good and like on paper, but I don't know if it's like super good or pretty bad in practice. Just because I don't know the synergies around. I don't know the rest of the cards. So there could be synergies. There couldn't be synergies. I don't know. So yeah. Next up, last pack of the video. And then we'll be halfway done with this collector's box. Ooh, that's a nice dinosaur token. Anyways, next card, or first card, is the Brackish Splendor. 1 blue. Return target creature to its owner's hand. If it was tapped, create a map token. Okay. Next up, we got Petrify. 1 white. Enchant artifact or creature. Enchant art. An enchanted permanent can attack or block, and its activities. Its activated abilities can't be activated. I remember, wasn't something like this used to be 2 white? Like in one of, like, I want to say many sets ago. Some time past Onslaught or something. I could be remembering it wrong. It could be 1 white. But then again, Pacify was 1 white as well, I believe. So, interesting. So we got Acolyte of Eclazats. Yeah, sure. 2 black. Tap, sacrifice another creature or artifact. Each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Okay. Then we got a Skullcap Snail for 1 black. When this enters the battlefield, target opponent exiles a card from their hand. Okay. On common time, we got Clay-Fired Bricks. 1 white. When this enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic plains card, reveal it, put it to your hand, then shuffle. You gain 2 life. And then crafted artifact is 5 white, and it is crafted into a construction kiln. Or Cosmium kiln. I can't read today. So when this enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 colorless gnome artifact creature tokens. Creatures you control get +1/+1. Okay. That is uncommon. Alright, we got a contested game ball. Interesting artifact. So it costs 2. When you're dealt combat damage, the attacking player gains control of contested game ball and untaps it. 2 tap, draw a card and put a point on contested game ball. Then if it has 5 or more point counters on it, sacrifice it and create a treasure token. Okay. Sure. We got self-reflection for 4 blue. Create a token that's a copy of creature you control. Okay. And a flashback 3 blue. So now we have a forest, which is cool looking as well. Alright, this is also another uncommon. Earthshaker Dreadmaw, 4 green, trample. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card for each other dinosaur you control. Seems good. Alright, we got another J-Light Splunker. We just got a borderless one in the previous one, so I'm not going to read this. What? 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 So we got a J-Light Splunker in the previous pack. We just got a normal J-Light Splunker, and now we got a non-foil borderless J-Light Splunker. What is going on? So we got 2 J-Light Splunkers in 1 pack. That is... That's interesting. That's very interesting. But anyways, next up is a Deep Root Historian. 3 green, Merfolk and Druid cards in your graveyard have Retrace. Okay. Next up is Polani's Hatcher. For 3 red-green, other dinosaurs you control have haste. When this enters the battlefield, create 2 0/1 green dinosaur egg creature tokens. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control 1 or more eggs, sacrifice an egg, then create a 3/3 green dinosaur creature token. And it has haste too. Alright. Oh, we got another, but this time it's a foil Jurassic Park land. Okay. Next up, oh, we got Gotla. Nice. That looks so cool. So it's 5 green, and it's a 12 trample, and then when this enters the battlefield, put any number of creature cards from your hand onto the battlefield. So you got this, you play it, and you have this in your hand. So this has haste. Really nice. I mean, I got a little bit worried when I saw the 2 spelunkers, but yeah, we got Gatla, which is really nice. Which is a good card to end the video on too. So there's that. And we got a gnome that's on the other side. A 1/1 gnome. Oh, this dinosaur looks so cool. So yeah, that is 3 more packs from the collector's boosters of the Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Pretty interesting stuff overall, but then again, a lot of these cards are pretty interesting to me. So a lot of Jurassic Park lands. Now I don't think we got a Jurassic Park creature or anything else besides the land. So yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, Gala is pretty nice. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this. Until next time, thank you for watching and have a nice day.